What's happening, Ink Nation? Hey, Zach Edwards here for another Stump the Creator. I still got my cold, so you might hear it when I start talking. It actually gets worse over time, so I'll try to make this one fast, but straight to the point. Okay, so this one's on the Magna Carta. It says Magna Carta. If I play Magna Carta, then later discard it. So let's bring up Magna Carta. Okay, Magna Carta. Now this is not the official image. This is the image that takes place for right now. Share screen. There we go. It says take 2 cards from your hand and switch them with 2 cards from your discard pile. This document may not be multiplied. Okay, so if I play Magna Carta and then discard it, then I play Dolly Madison to take the Magna Carta from my opponent. Okay, here we go. See, Dolly Madison. Take 1 document card from each player, or prevent your opponent from taking your cards for 3 turns. Of course, he's talking about the first one, taking an opponent's card. He's going to ask, most likely, can he use it again? If I can, then I play Dolly Madison to take the Magna Carta from my opponent. I can use its ability to take my discarded Magna Carta and another card and put in my hand. Then next turn, discard the current Magna Carta in play and play the one that is now in my hand. This causes an infinite loop of taking cards out of the discard pile. Except that there can only be one your opponent is the one that owns the your opponent only has it 1 time, so you can't steal it twice from your opponent. So you can only take it from your discard pile. Now say you have 2 in your discard pile. Well, that discard pile, as soon as you discard a card that you don't own, it's supposed to go back to that opponent's discard pile, not your discard pile. So maybe this is a distinction. I don't know if I think I've made this before. The distinction is that if you take a card from somebody else and then you discard it, you're relinquishing ownership. Remember, we've talked about ownership for a while. Ownership is basically, if you own the card, then you can use the abilities. If a card gives you the abilities to use someone else's card, you gain ownership of that card. But if the card does not allow you to have ownership of that card, then you can only use the abilities of a card that you have for a card that you own. So when it comes to Dolly Madison, if you take the document card of Magna Carta, you can't have 2 in your discard pile. It has to go back to your opponent's discard pile. And it's most likely they're not going to bring it back out unless they really choose to. And so in that case, then you still only have 1 Magna Carta. And you can't pull out your opponent's Magna Carta because it's in your opponent's pile and it's their ownership again. Because as soon as you discard, you relinquish ownership. It goes back to the ownership of the opponent that had it first. Hopefully you can understand this with my voice. Okay, the last part of the question is, since it is revived in a way, you can keep using the abilities over and over again. You can only use it the time that you take it out. But if you want to take out your opponent's Magna Carta, because you discarded it, and then pull out, if you want to pull out, after you've taken your opponent's Magna Carta, you can do that. But if you use it to take something out of the discard pile, like your Magna Carta, and then you discard that Magna Carta, it goes back to the opponent, you are back down to 1 Magna Carta. And if they put it in their discard pile, you can't touch it because it's not in play. Unless you have a card that says you can actually take it from the discard pile, then it becomes questionable. I don't know if there's a card that says that. And I don't think there should be a card that says you can take it from your discard pile, your opponent's discard pile, for that reason. So hopefully you understand that. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. If you disagree with me, put them in the comments below. So thank you so much, and we will talk to you later. Take care, everyone. Bye.
If you have any comments or questions, add them to the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow, actually. Take care. Bye.